Alright, Piranha Plant, Villager, Samus, Me Brawler is probably that bad. Me Gunner's probably ish. Yeah, so okay. Oh yeah, we gotta add one. So 6-4 is matchups that Pokemon Trainer wins 6-4. This is a banger. Let's try to get the bad matchups out first. Yeah, Ganondorf like does a lot of damage, but Ivysaur can camp him and Squirtle kind of fucks him with Water Gun. So it's not too bad. Bayonetta, you can just swap out of a lot of her combos and Bayonetta sucks. Falcon, same thing. You can edge guard him well. It's not too bad. Like, it's closer to 55-45 than many of these other matchups. King K. Rool just fucking sucks against Ivysaur. He actually can't handle Ivysaur at all. Ivysaur can also spike King K. Rool, so it's really bad. Like, he can spike his recovery consistently. Only thing is that you have to do it several times. I would assume that Jigglypuff loses to Ivysaur. I'm actually not sure about this one. Like, we'll probably put the ones closer to even, like, closer to the left. Where's Lil Mac? Lil Mac's definitely 7-3. Squirtle fucks him. And Dr. Mario probably loses 6-4. Bowser Jr. is probably 6-4 too. Not too bad, though. Not sure about Game & Watch, actually. Yeah, it's, like, loosely ordered. I could see Diddy actually being even-ish. But we'll put him, like, close to the edge here. Just so Zero doesn't hunt me down. Meta Knight probably just does too little damage. I actually don't know about Wii Fit. Yeah, you probably slightly win over Young Link, Toon Link. Just bad matchup against Squirtle. Probably beat Luigi too because of edge guarding and just overall character strength. I'll just add one actually. Oh, I could actually see Ganondorf being slightly harder just because well, we'll put Ganon there just because it's hard to kill with Pokemon Trainer, and he can't like he's just so easy to play. In general, what we're gonna do is basically like you would go. This is a pretty practical one, not in theory. So like if you're in theory even with a character, but in practice Pokemon Trainer has to work harder, then it's not an even matchup in the chart. You definitely beat Incineroar. Satan Nest is probably even-ish. Pac-Man's probably even-ish. Mega Man is bad. It's not as bad anymore. It used to be 40-60 before with the pellet thing. I don't know if you can swap out of a lot of the Icy's combos actually, but I don't think they handle Razor Leaf well. This is one of Snake's worst matchup actually. Mainly Ivysaur just does well against Snake, but I think once people get better at parrying Razor Leaf, parry Razor Leaf to dash like actually fucks Ivysaur pretty hard in that one. But overall, if it weren't for the fact that Charizard and Squirtle existed, I feel like it would be a clean 6-4. You can also nade out some of Squirtle's combos, which is annoying. But yeah, still a good matchup for sure. You beat Duck Hunt, beat Robin. So many shit characters in this game, man. Even-ish against DDD. I could actually see them lose to D3, but probably even-ish. The main problem is that like it's just hard to kill him. And Spike doesn't actually work well against D3. You definitely beat Corrin. You beat Chrom slightly as well. I used to think Chrom was like a hard counter. But the thing with Chrom is that if he plays really properly against Squirtle, he can actually fuck up them really hard. Because he can kill Squirtle with F-Smash super easily. There's no way for Squirtle to play around F-Smash without it taking, like, literally just sitting in shield. And if you sit in shield, then you're vulnerable against down tilts. Probably beat Ryu 6-4 and Ken 5-5, 4-5. I think Palutena is like even-ish. Probably slightly wins actually. Yeah, mainly because it would have been a fine matchup if not for back air and dash attack being very, very good against Squirtle and Ivysaur. The only thing that keeps it from not being 6-4 is that Palutena's counter's not that good at edgeguarding Charizard or Squirtle, and Charizard can actually up smash a lot of our aerials if she spaces badly. Mewtwo's even-ish. You might actually win against Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo's probably a matchup where you like slightly win. Definitely lose slightly to Yoshi. Yoshi's just incredibly impossible to kill for them. You can't really edgeguard him properly at all. Water Gun doesn't work against him. He fucks up Charizard, Ivysaur. Actually, Yoshi might be a 6-4. Probably, actually. He, like, edgeguards all of them so well. Swap doesn't really matter to him at all. His type of combos are either true or juggles anyway. Fox is a 4-5, 5-5. Yeah. Maybe a 6-4. Not sure, actually. But the thing is, I get a lot of kills when I play against Light and ZD just from the fact that they're really bad at recovering. They're not used to people being good against Fox's recovery, so they just side B over and over again. I feel like if they do high up Bs, it will be very hard for Ivysaur to edgeguard them. So I think this one is probably actually a 6-4. Yeah. Once they learn the matchup. You can also parry to dash attack Razor Leaf super well. Like, the main problem is that Razor Leaf is garbage against Fox. Because he can parry it, he can full jump over it. Full jump is generally an amazing answer to Ivysaur. And his reflector, he can reflect Razor Leaf to up smash. Then the second problem is that Squirtle does fine against Fox, but he dies to Nair up smash at 80. And he generally can't play around up smash at all. There's like nothing Squirtle can do that like safely plays around up smash. Other than just straight shielding, obviously, but that's not good either. Fox is also one of the best characters in the game around swap. Like, he doesn't give a shit if you swap out of up tilt combos. He just does another one. I think Greninja is like, I feel like you slightly lose to Greninja. Mostly because down tilt up smash and some of his combos are still true. His upper is also really good at not caring about swap too much. When I played Stroders in the matchup, I felt like I was really rusty, but I could still see that he knew the matchup really well. But it wasn't actually until I played Leo's Greninja where I really felt like this character kind of shits on mine. When I played Plup, though, I just felt like he didn't know the matchup at all. Greninja also has some of the best swap punishes. If he reads a swap, he can side B you and kill you extremely early. Cloud, it's a winning matchup, just like Chrom. Roy beats them. Like, this is how much Chrom's recovery matters in this matchup. It might actually be a 6-4, now that I think about it. Like, Squirtle does fine, I think. It's like, it's a bad fucking matchup, I think. It really depends on how well Ivysaur can edge guard. And that said, you could probably swap out a jab back here. I would say it's almost a 6-4. The only annoying part is that Roy has to like actually change his spacing depending on the matchup he's facing. Also, I think you can probably swap out Roy's down throw combos, at least the good ones. So that also makes the matchup slightly worse. But I still think Roy wins. Lucina wins. I mean, she wins 55-45. It's not the worst matchup, mainly because you can swap out her down throw combos. Ivysaur can edge guard Lucina, not with downer, but with Nair actually, mainly. And yeah, she has a little bit of trouble against Squirtle. Overall, though, it might be one of those matchups that eventually turns into 6-4, as when people learn the matchup. I would say that in general, though, because Lucina's full jump doesn't have very good aerial control, Ivysaur can kind of control her. Falco's even-ish. Mario's even-ish. Main problem with Mario is that it's really hard to edge guard him, I think. Wario beats them 6-4. Because Nair works actually perfectly on all three characters. Me and Gluttony actually tested this. Full jump with Wario really fucks Ivysaur. And his recovery is generally good at moving side to side, so it's hard to spike him. He's good at edge guarding all three Pokemon, and many of his best combos don't care about swap. Also, they can't kill him at all. Well, Falco just loses neutral pretty hard to Squirtle and Ivysaur, and his combos care more about swap too. Razor Leaf is still bad against him though. DK is probably an even-ish matchup. I feel it would be like 6-4 in their favor if dash attack wasn't really good against Ivysaur. And playing Squirtle against DK is risky AF. But I would say Pokemon Trainer slightly wins it. Ridley loses. Marth is even-ish. Link probably even-ish. I think Ivysaur can edge guard him pretty well. And Squirtle does well in neutral. None of the characters get too upbeat out of shield as well. It's just the problem is that he's heavy, but at least he's edge guardable. You lose to Richter for sure. Richter just kind of zones you out. He beats Ivysaur zoning, and you actually can't really gimp Richter if he plays it well. I played that matchup. It's one of my most played matchups actually with Whoopi. And yeah, basically, it's really fucking hard to gimp Richter if he plays it properly and doesn't use his jump for no reason. Moreover, he like just fucking kills them so early. He also doesn't care about swap at all. And juggling him with Ivysaur is actually really hard. Generally, you want to juggle Richter close to you, because if he goes too high, he gets too many angles with his downer, and he can auto-cancel the downer as well. Bowser is even-ish. Most because he just, like, you should win it, but it's like you have to play perfect, and the Bowser still has good like, range. He might actually win slightly, just because he like ignores some of Ivysaur's shit, like first to the back air, for example. I could actually see him win, the more I think about it. It's like very close, because the more I think about it, you should be able to Flame Breath basically all the recoveries. You can short up side B, Razor Leaf. You know what, I'm gonna put him in 45 45, 55, just to trigger some people. The good thing is that you can edge guard him well. I don't think Squirtle demolishes Bowser. If you get the hit, sure, but neutral's not easy, and shield is pretty hard. No, I'll actually put it even-ish. Squirtle struggles slightly more against tough guy armor. It's one of those matchups where like Bowser essentially beats them because it's way easier for him to play the matchup, but it's still even-ish. We definitely beat Pits. Sheik just can't kill them. It could be a 55-45, but fuck it. Sonic's even-ish. Wolf is not too bad in my opinion. I think Wolf is kind of like Lucina. I don't know. It might be 6-4 actually. The problem with Wolf is that if you play Charizard, he backers you to death. If you play Ivysaur, he actually outcamps you. And if you play Squirtle, he outranges you. The good thing is you can kind of edge guard him. It depends on how good you think Wolf is, basically. Wolf has a way easier time in the matchup, though. But yeah, if you actually outcamp Wolf, it's really fucking hard for him to play. Olma wins 6-4. Olma, so if you never had to swap from Ivysaur, Olma would almost be an even matchup. The problem with Olimar is that you have to swap from Ivysaur. Either to kill, because you can't really kill with Ivysaur against Olimar unless you just win neutral over 50 million times. Like you see, even when Wishes plays it, he'll go Charizard sometimes and it always ends badly. But you have to, because you have to wish for that lucky kill. Secondly, he can edge guard them all really well with lingering down air and purple side B. And whenever you have to swap multiple times, he gets perfect lineup. He gets double purple lineup almost every time. Omni Adam, thank you so much. So if you die with Ivy, you spawn as Charizard, and then you have to swap all the way to Ivy again. And you can definitely get two purples many times. I don't know anything about Wii Fit Trainer. Let's just say we beat them for memes. Probably beat Zelda 6-4. Young Link. I actually don't know how the camp matchup is, so I'm gonna put it as even because I don't know. I could actually see this be either way. Rob wins. Rob mainly wins because you can't kill him. You can't edge guard Rob properly. I mean, you can hope for lucky downer if they suck at mixing it up. But basically, if the Olimar saves his double jump and uses that to threaten Ivy, it's very risky to edge guard. So what you can do is that you hover in the area right outside the downer, and whenever you think he's gonna downer, you just jump and forward air him. And so yeah, I'm not sure about Ike actually. He's like one of the easier 55s. Main problem with Ike is that you can't kill him. That's what I felt against Leo. Squirtle does fine. If you get the Gimps, it does well. But the problem is that if you stay Squirtle, you will die to Nair up air on any platform stage at literally 60. And it's just so easy for Ike to play the matchup. It's like, in theory, it's probably an even matchup, but in practice, Ike wins because it's so much easier to play. You just Nair. Like, fucking Pokemon trainers out here solving the Rubik's Cube used to win neutral, and Ike just Nair. Now that actually solving the Rubik's Cube is that hard. Peach wins 6-4. I don't understand how people can think that Pokemon Trainer beats Peach or that it's even. Turnips fuck Squirtle. Back air spam fucks Squirtle. You actually can't really fight with Squirtle at all. Water Gun doesn't help much against Peach. Up B is actually extremely hard for Ivysaur to spike because of the many different angles you could take. And if you float low, she has so many timing mix-up that she can just wait. And then if you ever do the downer, she reacts and up B's and she will hit you through it. So you lose the lit trap too. Ivysaur is fine against Peach, but once you actually learn the matchup, it's not that bad. Basically what you do is that you do the melee Peach where you float at a height where you will go above all short hop Razor Leafs. And so Ivysaur has to commit to either a short up forward air, short up air, up B, or a full jump Razor Leaf, which all are very slow and risky. And then you mix up with either falling with fair, falling back to a turnip, float fast falling diagonally and side B'ing or dash attacking, or just shielding. And Peach and Squirtle just get destroyed by a Peach. Like, actually fucking destroyed. And once you get in against Ivysaur, he can't do anything either. Like, you actually have no way out. Peach's pressure is so fucking good. Like, if Peach does float Nair on your shield, you can't do anything. You actually can't do anything. Yeah, Charizard and Squirtle get destroyed, yeah. You can spot dodge and hope she grabs, but even if you do that, you have to hope that neutral B, like Bullet Seed works, which it often doesn't. And if she jabs instead, you die. If she down tilts, she's fine. Like, you can't fuck with Peach. I don't think I think Ivysaur only does well against Peach until people learn the matchup. You can see here, like, after I told Samsora a few tricks, like, look at this match, right? I think this is a match. Like, it's really, that was a punish. Samsora just didn't know how minus was. This is the problem. Like, this exact thing is the problem. Like, backer spam is so hard for Squirtle to beat. He has nothing that cleanly beats backer. Like, Samsora is not good in this matchup either. He clearly doesn't know that, like, Squirtle backer was unsafe on shield. And yeah, if you swap, you just fucking die. Like, that wasn't clean play. It was just like Peach mauling Pokemon Trainer by being the better character. Alright, so now he's gonna go Ivy. See, this angle is really hard for Ivysaur to deal with. He has to do a preemptive... See, he has to short up Eraser Leaf here. And he has to do a preemptive move here. And so even though he has time to shield, because Ivysaur is so fucking garbage out of shield, he still should have gotten punished here. And again, Samsora doesn't know the matchup, and some people will kid themselves to think that this is a legit mix-up, but no, this is actually just Samsora not knowing the matchup. Yeah, he goes for a YOLO grab here, because you need high damage. But yeah, Peach, with her float, still has time to punish. And now, Ivysaur is at a disadvantage. That should have been a punish, but he still gets hit. See how much trouble he has dealing with the full jump height here. Like, Peach kind of just gets in for free, even on FD, which is probably the best stage for Ivysaur Peach. Yeah, I really don't see how people can think that it's even. Like, just watch any match and see how many hits Ivysaur players should be getting hit by because people don't know the matchup, and you'll see how bad it is. Seriously, Samus probably even-ish, I would say. She has trouble against Squirtle, but she beats Ivysaur really badly because of good full jump. Pikachu beats him. Both of these guys beat them really hard, but I think Pikachu beats him slightly less. Peach is just like, you can play the match as Squirtle, but you can't kill Pichu early with any of your characters. So it's like Peach's biggest disadvantage is just gone. Peach's recovery is amazing against Pokemon Trainer, all of them. You can kind of get damage with Ivysaur in there, but it's like, it's 8 damage. It's like, it doesn't fucking matter. It's like max 10, I think, and most of the times when you edge guard with it, you're not even going to get that. Most of Peach's combos are not swappable. If they ever read a swap, they can thunder you and kill you mad early. Pichu edge guards all of them extremely well. She doesn't die to Charizard because Charizard can't hit Pichu. Thunder Jolts beats Squirtle and Ivysaur free. Inkling's like a more okay matchup. Actually, it's like Inkling's top tier as fuck, but I think it's one of the more playable matchups. Main reason is because you can swap out up through up air. Ivysaur and Squirtle can at least get damage of Inkling. It's very hard to actually spike. It's actually a matchup where I feel like it should be worse, and it might be worse than this, but yeah, it's at least playable. It's not too bad. And Inkling has to kind of earn more kills. That said, though, the more I think about it, you can kind of up smash everything Charizard does on shield. Like, F tilt is up smashable, even really far well spaced. Fair on shield is up smashable. So it might be worse once people learn. Actually, this is probably 6-4 too. The more I think about it, because you can parry dash attack from mad far away. You can dash under Razor Leafs that aren't grounded. Now, the biggest problem is that Ivysaur has nothing out of shield. Inkling can like down tilt Ivysaur's shield and he can't do anything unless he's turned away. You can't contest jabs as well, so Inkling can dash up jab and you're like, what the fuck do I press? Squirtle dies early. Charizard is garbage. They all get edge guarded well. RNG Razor Leaf, yeah, will get you fucked as well. I think it's like, this is kind of how I think about it. Inkling's like borderline. Roy is also borderline 6-4. Basically, if you just want the TLDR, what the fuck? Pokemon Trainer kind of shits on all mid tiers. And they kind of lose to all top tiers. Oh, Shulk. Shulk probably slightly wins. Yeah, Razor Leaf are actually RNG. It makes him a lot worse as a character. If you could angle Razor Leaf, they would be far better. I've been saying this for a long time though. Yeah, exactly. Full jump is too good against Ivysaur. A lot of people don't realize how good it is. You have the threat of getting short up uppered, but a lot of mid percents you don't even get a conversions from upper. Yeah, mixing up dash in, short hop, and full jump is very, very hard for Ivy to beat. Especially if you have platform stages. What do you want to eat, Jenny? If this was the matchup chart for PT, why would you ever use him as secondary? Because people suck dick against Pokemon Trainer. I get away with so much shit because people don't know the matchup. Like, if you see me versus Plop, he, like, legitimately could not figure out the matchup in time. I don't even have PT as my secondary anymore. There's so many things that people could be doing better against PT. Like, a lot of people don't know that you can two-frame Ivysaur when he up B's to the edge. And that will pretty much insta-kill him, even if it's a weak attack. It will either insta-kill him, or you have to swap to Charizard. If you swap to Charizard, though, you're playing Charizard. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that you can two-frame Ivysaur. I've gotten spiked while, like, grappling in. It's really bad. So yeah, this is kind of the reason why I'm swapping. A lot of the top tiers just... See, the problem is that a lot of the top tiers are just so good and don't have any major flaws to exploit that they just power through the various strengths, basically. And a lot of the top tiers are diverse enough to beat Ivy. Ivysaur straight up destroys a lot of bad characters. But against the top tiers, they're generally good enough, and they're not, like, so one-trick. Outside of, like, Ike, it's very hard for them to keep up.